Esther's story exemplifies courage, selflessness, and obedience, each rooted in her faith in Yahweh. Courage in the face of fear. Esther's courage was fueled by her faith in Yahweh, even in the face of fear. The key moment of her courage is when she decided to approach King Xerxes despite the potential for death, knowing that it could cost her life. Esther 4:16. Go, gather together all the Jews who are in Susa, and fast for me. Do not eat or drink for 3 days, night or day. I and my attendants will fast as you do. When this is done, I will go to the king, even though it is against the law. And if I perish, I perish. This shows that Esther, while fearing the consequences, was willing to act in obedience and trust Yahweh, knowing that her courage could make a difference for her people. Psalm 27:1 also highlights courage. Yahweh is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? Yahweh is the stronghold of my life, of whom shall I be afraid? Selflessness. Esther's decision to risk her life for the sake of her people was a powerful act of selflessness. She could have stayed silent and preserved her safety, but she chose to act for the good of others, even when it meant personal sacrifice. Esther 4:14. For if you remain silent at this time, relief and deliverance for the Jews will arise from another place, but you and your father's family will perish. And who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this. This verse shows how Esther's purpose was not just for her own benefit but for the benefit of others. She realized that her position was not by accident, but by divine appointment to serve others. John 15:13 reminds us of the ultimate selflessness. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. Obedience to Yahweh. Esther's obedience to Yahweh is evident in her decision to fast and pray before taking any action. She knew her own strength was not enough, so she sought divine guidance. Esther 4:15. Then Esther sent this reply to Mordecai, Go, gather together all the Jews who are in Susa, and fast for me. Do not eat or drink for 3 days, night or day. I and my attendants will fast as you do. When this is done, I will go to the king. Esther's obedience was demonstrated through her willingness to submit to Yahweh's will and trust his plan. Proverbs 3:2-5-6 teaches us this obedience and trust. Trust in Yahweh with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. In essence, Esther's story exemplifies courage, selflessness, and obedience, each rooted in her faith in Yahweh. Her actions remind us that when we step out in faith, trusting in Yahweh's guidance, we can be part of his greater plan, just as Esther was. May you be inspired